You can't describe Monte Cluck in just a few words.
Monty thinks outside of the box a little bit.
Honest, hardworking.
Monty's a person who loves his family.
Respectful and passion for everything that he does.
Monty and I, oh gosh, first crossed paths, I would have been about 16. I guess Monty would have been about 12.
The late 70s, early 80s.
I watched him grow up as a child. I've known him for 50 years.
I've had the great honor of knowing Monty for 35 years.
The first time I met Monty, they came down to our house. There was probably 10 or 12 of them. They all had these neat Honda scooters, and it was awesome.
I'm being blessed with friends, and the older we get, we start looking back, and you wonder, man, I don't know, I have a lot of friends. Wealth is measured with giving, helping people, taking care of your family. By those measures, I'm very richly rewarded in my life. I'm going to tell my story through my family. In the early 1900s, my great-grandfather, Homer Cluck, and Pearl Cluck, they were farmers from Oklahoma. My dad was farming and running cattle north of Spearman. The first feed mill that my dad built in '62, I've got the contract in my file over here. It cost $58,000. I was always interested in the agricultural part of what we were doing, as well as the livestock part. Went through high school. In about 1978, I came back and started helping my dad full-time, and when I say full-time, we worked every day. In '99, my father passed away, and at that time, I wanted to expand our feeding operation, and to do that, I wanted to have some partners.
I would describe Monte Cluck as a Renaissance man in the beef and cattle business.
He's hard-driven, works really hard, and when he tells a joke, he laughs before the punchline.
One day, Mr. Schwartner from Capital Land and Cattle, Mr. Schwartner was trying to sell Monty some cattle. And Monty wasn't really interested in them, but he finally said, I tell you what, I'll flip you. Monty flipped a coin with Mr. Schwartner over the telephone. But I'm just telling you, that's how he is trusted.
My dad used to say, take your time to say I will, but once you say I will, then you do everything in your power to complete the task. I tell my son, I don't really care what you do, I just want you to be happy doing it. When you get out of bed in the morning and your feet hit the floor, I want you to be wanting to run to work.
Cassie is a wonderful lady, and she's been a great partner for him.
Shoveling out a feed trough or working a horseback or whatever needs to be done, Cassie is able and willing and capable to do that. So I'm very blessed. I always told people that Cassie didn't really want a husband, she wanted a hired hand. That's kind of funny, isn't it? Huh?
That's why she married.
Yeah, she didn't want a husband, she wanted a hired hand.
Monty's son Colt and my daughter Lena were at the same age, and so they went to first grade together and had an eye for each other. Well, in high school they dated, and then my daughter Lena, she had diabetes since she was 7. When we lost Colt, it was really tough on my daughter.
The last 6 months Colt was alive, I was gone before he got up in the mornings, and generally asleep when he got home that evening. So I just missed a lot. Our son, Monty Jr., was a young boy, and I wanted to see him grow up.
I remember being up at the hospital with Monty, and it was one of those times that you can't describe it, and nobody wants to go through, but it happens. And then in November 17, we lost our daughter. And so Monty and I, he helped me. He helped me through that, and because he knew everything I was going through, and the things that are tough for a parent. So we have a really deep relationship.
I grew up hunting coyotes out of a pickup in an airplane and on occasions a helicopter.
Famous Thanksgiving coyote hunt.
Those were great Thanksgiving days when my grandmother was alive. So we would fly, well, in Lubbock, you got those big pastures, okay? And then when we'd spot the coyotes, we would go up high and then we would dive down on the coyote. And that would show the boys in the pickups that had the dogs where the coyote was. And then we would flush the coyote to an area up on top to where the pickup would get within about a quarter of a mile of the coyote, and then you open your dog box and let your dogs out, and they go catch the coyote. We never did kill the coyotes. We would just put our foot on the coyote's neck, load the dogs, and let the coyote go. And sometimes we would ear tag him, put our ear tag in him, see if we could catch him again. But no, I've never shot out of an airplane. If I did, I wouldn't admit it on film either.
So the recipients of the Golden Spur Award are those in the cattle and ranching business that are recognized for both their business accomplishments, but also their time and gift of leadership on behalf of the industry. And that's why we're giving this award to Monte Cluck.
Congratulations on receiving the Golden Spur Award, and I think it's well deserved.
Monty, one of the words I just said was friend, and I want you to know I love you, friend. I think it's a very deserving award for you, and I couldn't be more proud of you, and I couldn't be more proud to call you my friend.
Where I'm at today, I would not be if it wasn't for my relationship with Monty and some of the friends that I've met through him.
Monty, I'd like to let you know that I'm very proud of you, and I know Dean and Rita and all your family would be so proud of the man that you've become.
Monty, I just want to say that I'm so proud of you for getting this award, and you deserve it.
Monty, on behalf of all your friends at Texas Cattle Feeders Association, we want to congratulate you on being a very deserving recipient of the National Golden Spur Award. It couldn't go to a more deserving individual, and we're honored to know you and to work with you. Congratulations.